You know, I don't think I even remember what the name of this vlog is. What is it? The narrative, no, the story-driven entrepreneur. I think that's what it was. I'm not keen on using the word entrepreneur because an entrepreneur is somebody who creates, or should I just say this? It's someone who brings teams together to solve problems. A lot of people think of an entrepreneur as, say, being a individual or someone who starts a business, but then they keep running the business. Like they either they own their own job or they have a small business. I think that's what a lot of people think of entrepreneurs as being, but really what an entrepreneur does is that they bring together teams of people who have the expertise, the skills, the experience to be able to run the business, create, or I shouldn't say create, provide the different product or services that that company is designed to do. So an entrepreneur is really a people person, someone who builds teams, and B, someone who designs systems. Maybe some people disagree with me, but that's what I think about entrepreneurs. You need systems and you need people. I mean, if you look at a lot of companies, a really common theme that you'll see is that when a company comes large, the person who started the company gets kicked out of the company by the board or the investors if it's a public company. The reason being that entrepreneurs are usually not the best people when it comes to actually running the business long term, because they're really good at creating new things, new processes, bringing teams together. But I think the part of the problem is like the day-to-day grind of doing the same thing over and over and just making good business decisions long term. Like there's different skill sets in business, different positions with different specialties, and the skill set needed for creating new businesses and starting things from the ground isn't necessarily the same skills needed to actually keep running the business. Anyways, got that out of my head. I don't know why I started with that. Welcome to the Story-Driven Entrepreneur vlog. This is the journey of Your Real Story and to some extent Cinestrong. However, this vlog is not officially part of either of those companies. This is just me personally doing this on a channel under my own name. So don't take this as the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth about the company. I tried to do my best to be accurate and true, but it's coming from me as an individual. Since the first video of this that I posted, I find myself being hesitant to do more videos because I don't know what to say, which is not a surprise to me at all. In fact, that's exactly how I expected the first video to go. I don't think it's too bad though once I start talking, even though I seem a little bit slow, and I'm sure it's going to get a lot better. And it's also partially that what I'm thinking of throughout the day changes. It's like one time I'll be like reading one of the books, and actually I'd like to talk. Sorry, I have something in my eye. I like to talk about dust. I like to talk about some of my books because I have lots of books about marketing, about interesting topics like stories and storytelling, and those are really interesting subjects. And I'm actually pretty excited that we are doing such a niche thing, because see, stuff that we've been doing have all been like documentary film. Yeah, a lot of documentary. We've done some music stuff. We've done some small ads. A lot of stuff that I've done has been like seminars and concerts. Uh, that's for like the broadcast TV stuff. And of course, I've done various things in the entertainment industry, like entertainment is in film, not television, and also a little bit in design, like interior design kind of stuff. And each of them have their own unique skills, their own things that they're good at. And so this to me is like the accumulation of different things all forming together to make something new, which I'm excited about. And I know Randy, he really loves stories. So we're going to have a lot of fun doing. Oh my goodness. Sorry about that. Ugh. Well, I told you, I said in the first video that I don't expect these videos to be good. From what I've heard from other people, it takes about 50 videos before it's at least decent to get across like what the message is and what you want to present. And obviously I'm not experienced in being a presenter on the camera. So I hope over the course of some time, maybe a few months, to be able to develop some of those skills, because those are skills that I don't currently possess in any substantial quantity, and I would like to gain them. So I hope if nothing else that I'll get that out of it. Hopefully other people find it interesting and maybe get some insights into the business. Now, we've been working on a website. So we've had various like technical issues, but I'm not going to get into that. But making the funnel. So maybe I should start back to what a funnel. A funnel is like a multi-step process where when you get, say, a potential client, they come in like through like a clicking on an ad or someone being recommended to them, they get to a landing page. It's like a single page. It doesn't have like menus or anything to navigate a site. It's just one page. And it introduces you to what the product or service is. It'll usually have like customer testimonials, may have like a video, and it may offer like something free, like a free training course, like a ebook or a video course, in exchange for, say, your contact information, like an email or phone number and your name. And so that is like the first level of your funnel. And then the second level is like, hey, you got something for free. We gave you something valuable. Now we have this product, and it doesn't cost much. Let's just say it's $47 Canadian. So that's like less than 37 US. For the rest of the world, since I know a lot of people are still using US dollar. But the point is that you make it so that it's a small commitment. It's not a huge amount, but it is valuable. And you've proven the value through the process of giving the introduction on your first step of your funnel, as well as through the value of the content provided for free when they did the sign up. And then you also have other things along the way, like social proof, which is super, super valuable and important. Being able to share like a story that really explains how it's valuable and how it helps other people, specifically the person who is going into your funnel, ideally. But once they've made this small purchase, The next page that they get directed to after the purchase is made is another product. This is your upsell. It'll be something, it might be the same value, but oftentimes it costs more, and it'll be something like substantive that will greatly increase on top of the last thing that they purchased. And you'll have something called the value stack. So a value stack is when you have a number of things being offered for free. And it's like you provide thing number A and it has a value of $50. Thing number B has a value of $100. Thing number 3 has a value of, $1,000. And you go, wow, you add up all those costs, and it's like, this is how much this whole thing's worth, but we're going to give you all this stuff for free, and then you're only paying for this one item that we're selling you. And so it makes it appear like a really fantastic deal. And honestly, it usually is a really good deal, at least if they're honest, good sellers. Not everyone on the online is honest, but when they are, value offers can be great, because things are only expensive and cheap in relation to each other. Like, say, the value of Lamborghini versus the value of a Honda Civic. The Honda Civic is arguably a much better vehicle in many respects, because it's a lot cheaper and far more practical. Now, somebody who's like buying their first car, or they just have regular vehicles, the Honda Civic is, it's not a high priced vehicle, but it's not cheap either. Like, nobody really wants to put out that much money. They just do it because they need to do it. But compared to a Lamborghini, it's incredibly cheap. Right? There's this different perspective. There's a perspective of somebody with no vehicle who needs to get something on their limited budget versus somebody who probably already has a vehicle and is looking for a luxury purpose. The perspective there is very different. So when you have a value stack, you are changing the perspective of your buyer to make whatever it is you have appear to be of much greater value than what it would have been if you just offered it on its own. And that's how you can sell something that is, say, a $47 item for, say, $147. It's just by providing that much more value. I think another way that is sometimes used is value added. Like, you'll hear that more in retail. I worked in retail for a while in customer service, and that was certainly interesting, but I wasn't on the sales side in that particular moment. What else did I want to talk about? See, the problem I'm finding is that I have great ideas throughout the day because I'm always thinking about stuff, I'm reading stuff, I'm working on different stuff, and then I'm excited in the moment, but by the end of the day, it's not in my mind anymore. I'm just checking my mic. This stand slips down. Yeah, it's not a perfect situation right now, but I have thought that that maybe I should be like using my phone to get some. I don't like using my phone, but I could try doing some content that way.